This is Wareham Board of Library Trustees. This is Tuesday, September 10th. We are at the Spinney Memorial Library, and the meeting is officially open at 6:02. Everybody's probably seen the agenda.
It was Tuesday, so I can write it down.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Okay. Nancy Rice is here. Rich Wolverton. You. Member of the public, we have Jared Fredrickson. Select Board Liaison, we have Sarah Corbett. And please remind, this is my first meeting chairing, so please remind me of anything I failed to do. I'll be glad to be corrected. So we are called to order. We have everybody present here. All the members of this huge board are present here. Does anyone have any announcements? I had one sort of announcement. This is a card that we received from Holly, expressing her gratitude for her send-off in June. I'll share this around to everybody. And her gift certificate. Yeah, that was a nice day. That was nice. So she was very grateful and sent a nice card for everybody to look at. As a matter of public comment, we have a member of the public here. Do you want to have any comments, Jerry? Oh, okay, that's fine too. As far as reports, Friends of the Library and the Library Foundation, the Friends just had a meeting an hour ago, and they're planning future events. There were sign-ups for the book sale in September. There will be a book sale in September. All the Friends were very glad to hear. And is it the
2 weeks.
25th?
Yeah, whatever the Thursday, Friday, Saturday is.
Okay, Wednesday set up, and Thursday, I don't have the date down. I just wrote it
26,
down.
20, no, 19, 20, no, wait, 28, 26, 27, and 28.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
it's the
25th.
dates, sorry.
Thank you. We had a review of the Chalk Fest, which was a very nice event that the Friends were at and sold books, mostly children's books. We got a good response. The Friends are looking for a new membership coordinator. And February 24th of next year, there's a Friends benefit night at El Mariachi. I think this will be the third, at least, I believe, of the Friends nights at El Mariachi. El Mariachi is very good to the public groups, does a lot of benefits there that benefit the community, so we're very glad to be back there. We at the September book sale, we are starting to collect jewelry for the jewelry sale, which is in November. A date I also don't have here. I think it's right before Thanksgiving is what I recall.
So we're collecting it at the book sale?
Yes, then we're starting to collect, and people can drop off things. So Friends had an active meeting on September 4th, which was, I guess, Wednesday of last week. The Wareham Foundation met right where we sit. And their old business was basically updates. There was an update on the gala and an update on Cottage Street Advisors. And for new business, they talked about the annual appeal coming up, which is usually very successful. And that is all I have on the Friends and Foundation. We have approval for the June 4th, 2024 meeting minutes. Has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes, I looked at it, it was fine.
Okay. Do we need to vote on that?
I think I didn't have all the last names in that one, I was gonna ask about them.
Yeah, you do have to put in, as I emailed you, the last names and then also where the meeting took place. And then I think I sent you the correction for the guest, Margie Price.
Oh, yep, I had the spelling wrong.
Do you have Holly's last name? Van Ness?
I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not sure I'll write it down anyway.
Rich Wolverton? Nancy Rice? You? Actually, Jared, remember, Michelle Rose was here, and Margit, M-A-R-G-I-T, Margit Price. Margit Price, and that was the one who was here in June.
Okay, so then if I do those corrections, then everyone thinks it's okay?
Yes,
And
definitely.
then again, just add in at where the meeting took place.
Like after?
Oh, I mean, it's Price.
It's been a few years since I did that.
So you would have to make a motion and vote unless there's other changes or whatnot, to accept the minutes with the corrections.
I move that we accept the minutes as amended.
I'll second that. So, minutes accepted as amended.
And then I'll agree, so that's all three of us. right?
Yeah. That brings us to the director's report.
Nothing's been going on, so.
Quite funny.
Yeah. I'll hold off on the big thing till new business is under there, but I will say the summer activities were, since I haven't seen you since May, summer activities were really well attended this year. Doing quick math, Marcia had almost 1,000 people at her programs alone, and the adult programs had over 600 people. The concerts alone were attended pretty much average 90 people a week, which was great. One of the nice things about it is we did have with that a donation to the Damien Food Pantry, was your ticket into the show, and we did donate, I believe it was over 600 pounds of food to the food pantry, so I was pleased with that, and look forward to doing that again next year. Beyond that, DPW did a lot of work around, or municipal maintenance did a lot of work around the library this summer, including trimming the walkway, replacing some lights, did some lights here as well too, so we're appreciative of the work that they've done. And as I said, the big business is just doing new business, make it fun and interesting for a change.
Oh, I just wanna, is River Drive the same thing as Libby?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it was.
Yeah, you got your July, the stats I sent you today. I did send you the reports as well. Budget-wise, unless there's a question, a couple of them were known. We spend, data processing is mostly spent, but that's our sales membership. Water is a quarterly bill, I believe, or there's some other things we pay for that too, especially our lines and whatnot. So, I mean, there's nothing I see within the budget. The other thing is with the statistics, I don't have all of August because they haven't been collected yet, but you got the July stats, and we were on quite the roll. Total circulation in August alone was 11,000 items, and I can tell you in the rough estimate that we're about half that for August. And also the one good thing too, which I don't think I mentioned, the ARIS and basically the state aid form certifications have been completed and sent in, and we are certified again. So, and my understanding is that the governor signed a budget that actually increased state aid to libraries across the Commonwealth. So we received $54,000 last year in state aid. So hopefully that means we'll see some more this year.
Does any of that have to be applied for, or is it all just?
That's kind of our money for being
Our
certified.
allotment out of it,
And
right?
then we use that for libraries. It has to be used with the library. And we use it, that's most of our materials budget. We use it pretty much for library materials.
Very good.
Thank you. That brings us to old business. What we have here for old business are a listing of some trustee goals. 5 goals listed here. We had developed these goals at least a couple of years ago. And at some point, I think we could discuss them and revisit them. I don't know that we need to go over the same goals at every meeting. I think in general, we've improved on all these goals myself. Does anyone want to discuss anything in particular on the goals?
Let me ask Patrick, what do you think, what would you like to see the trustees do for you, for the library?
These were your own as a board. These were, as Nancy said, I think 2 years ago at least, you as a board decided on what you wanted to do as goals and objectives. So Nancy had me put these down just as a starting discussion, not something that you have to solve tonight, but you are essentially a new board. Hopefully new members coming on, and just a chance to review, similar to what the other selectmen do or select board, do their goals as well. So it's just a chance for you to look at what your goals would be.
So the question is, what would you like to see the trustees do?
Off the top of my head, I don't have anything.
You don't have anything that's on your list? Okay.
Not right now.
All right.
We just Nancy had me put these on just as a
Mhm.
discussion
Yeah, no,
point,
no,
whatnot.
These are excellent discussion points. I was trying to see if there's something immediate and tangible that
Yeah,
would
I
help.
think right now, one of the big things would be to get your membership going. And
Mhm.
I've been dealing with mold for the past month.
You have a lot else going on.
My goals are really simple right now.
Bring some
I'd like to be able to
time.
sit at my desk.
All right, great.
And on that note, that leads us to new business.
Oh, that was quick.
Yes.
Like I said, on my 3rd anniversary, evidently the gift you give is mold. So we basically, the library ran into where I'm sure it's well known now, but the HVAC unit, which needs to be replaced, has been kind of duct taped and chewing gummed and whatever else together, finally just died. And so what it was doing, and unfortunately it chose the most humid period of the summer out of a humid summer to die. And it just began spewing cold, moist air. It wasn't doing any dehumidifying. So we saw mold quickly, I've learned a lot about mold. Mold quickly develop, especially in the back area where my office is, the tech services area, the staff room, and not knowing anything about it or what it was or anything or who what, it was decided best to shut the building down, move operations over to here, and to see what's going on. Long story short is that the building needs work. The HVAC has to be replaced. The facilities director has been able to get it to work. He basically has to, rub its belly and sweet talk it every day to get it going. So, and that is something the town's looking to do. So the goal that we've come up with is, instead of, the initial thought was that the library would be closed permanently, or not permanently, but until all the work could be done. The goal is, and has been, to do the work needed to remediate the mold, the current issue, to get the building open, and then thus that gives the town time now to do the engineering studies, to do the bids and whatever else, to go out and do what needs to be done. Because it certainly isn't going to solve. They've cleaned the air ducts. They've been cleaning, they're finishing cleaning the library this week. We're hoping to be open next week. It all depends on the air quality study that they're doing at the end of the week. And, but there's other things that need to be done in that library as well too. So the idea is, let's get the building open. Obviously, sweet talking the HVAC system isn't gonna solve the problem come next year. So it is something that's gonna have to be looked at, but this gives the town time to do the engineering and the study. It also gives library staff time to look, how do we provide library service during a shutdown? Most libraries, when they do go to temporary locations, whatnot, have more than 12 hours notice to figure out how to do it. And so it would give us time to figure out, because that certainly would be a longer shutdown as far as what to do. And it could also be planned at that point.
So the remediation is gonna be some heavy-duty construction. It's gonna have to.
Well, but there's the true remediation would require, so one of the examples I give is like drop-down ceilings. Technically, you should replace all the drop-down ceilings in the building, because even though you can't see mold, they're porous and mold just
And there's also that
permeates
one
through.
wall in the meeting room that's.
Well, that's another issue. I mean, stuff gets, and that's a whole nother issue. But,
So is it?
but the thing is to do some, like to replace some of the drop-down ceilings, well, if you're gonna tear a wall down to do it, you're gonna destroy everything that you've just put in to clear the mold is essentially what's going on. So yeah, I mean, the idea is right now we need to figure out what to do to, do the building functional, but there's no sense in doing, say replace all the drop-down ceiling knowing that they gotta be replaced again, because you gotta do something else. And we all know Portico is going, and I mean, they have begun already over the summer doing some of the studies for this, and it's just kind of speeding up the process, basically.
That's coming out of the town manager's office?
No, the
Facilities office?
facility, municipal maintenance has been
Municipal
looking.
maintenance.
But for instance, the HVAC, I mean, it's not just able to just, like your home, put in a new HVAC. They either gotta go through the roof, or they gotta tear down some walls and ceilings to put a unit up, because there's no place to just put a unit in. So that kind of takes some studying to do. And there certainly is no point in us being closed all that time while they're doing that.
So was any of the materials damaged or
No.
mold or anything? So
No,
everything-
most of it was in the back area.
Okay.
It was my office, so I'm probably damaged, but, you
You're
know,
looking a little mold.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's all good.
What about the
Um,
stone room?
That one was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was mostly in the back area. I mean, there were other, children's area had some, but none of the materials. It was caught quick. I mean, and I guess fortunately, I don't know, unfortunately, I've learned mold. Once you kind of give it that, because I was impressed, because you'd walk by areas and you're going, come on, you couldn't have been that, like, not observant to see that. And it was explained to me, no, well, the HVAC not dehumidifying, just sending out that cold, wet air. Because there were a couple of days that week, all the staff, we were like, this feels clammy and cold in here. And they did say, no, all it took, that was just like the lighter fluid that just, the mold just takes off. And all of it, I guess now I understand, like when my mother-in-law's house flooded from a hurricane, why you gotta get in and cut the sheetrock really quick within, or, you're in trouble. So, it's not from the flood we had 2 years ago, or whatever, with
Oh, the water main.
the water main break. No,
Yeah.
that was it. This is just, and we caught it. Unfortunately, it wasn't toxic mold. I've been calling it asparagus penicillin, because that's what it sounds like to me, the scientific name. Asparagus is good for you, right?
So is the goal to replace the HVAC with another HVAC?
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a whole new, the town meeting did approve some of that
That's what I
already.
thought, yeah.
But it didn't, I mean, like I said, you can't just do it. And they've been actually, the municipal maintenance have started doing some of the engineering, but it's gonna be a lot. It's almost, the way I look at it, and I'm not take this with a grain of salt because I'm not a handyman, but it's almost like it looks like the building was built around the unit. So it's like, all right, how do we even get a unit into the building? And it's not just one area, there's a whole nother unit above the stone room, which I've been told that's actually an easier one to do. But
So the hope is to have a plan before the next shutdown, so you know more
Right.
of like how long.
Yeah. And then try to get some of the other stuff done that needs
Is
to
there a
be done.
different technology like heat pumps or something that would provide a different
Yeah,
kind of
you're-
relief?
Beyond my knowledge, I'm sure that that unit is an original unit from 1990, so I'm sure that whatever you put in there will be a new technology and new. But you're beyond my technical, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Maybe it's smart building.
Yeah. But the town has been very good. I mean, the town's been very responsive. Municipal maintenance has been in there. We've had, actually could have been in a little earlier, but there's just been the typical delays of just some of the contractors getting in. They had other things to do. And I think it was caught quick enough, so I think I've been pleased with the way the town's been handling it and the departments. And like I said, they've been over there today, and we're just kind of waiting because we got to have another test just to make sure that the air's clear, and that won't happen until the end of the week. So it is kind of, unfortunately, hopefully we can open Monday, but it'll be a surprise and we're open. And staff's been really good here. I've been working in the building, so I've just basically, my own time has been filled a lot with shoveling materials back and forth. Unlike with the carpet, recarpeting, once we knew that we weren't going to die from the mold, we opened up the collection again in the sales network, so basically people can place holds and I bring them over here, so I've just been.
What's been the reaction to having spinning over?
People like it and all that, but we killed a lot of momentum. Like I said, early estimates show that our circulation for August is about 6,000, and it should have been about 10.
And it's good we had the backup.
And remember, we were still open 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of August, and the other. It's been quiet here. We had 38 people here on Friday, and that counted 37. I heard on Saturday, that counted a family that came in to use the bathroom, walking by to go to the beach. But again, it's kind of hard to promote too, in the sense that, we will be shutting this down once the main library opens. When I've been over there, I've been answering the phone over there, so people have been happy with that. And the book drops have been open in both places, so I think we've done pretty well trying to provide libraries. The one thing that somebody did comment, and I agree with, but it just got complicated, was changing the message on the main library phone. But that takes a while to figure out. So, like I said, most of the time, if staff have been over there, we've just been answering the phone anyway. And hopefully we'll be there next week.
All right.
Also, under new business, we have a set date and time for upcoming meetings. At the June meeting, we voted on having regular Board of Trustees meetings on the fourth Tuesday of every month. And with the best laid plans, immediately there was a conflict with that. So we moved it to this date, which is the second Tuesday of the month. I was wondering if anyone was interested in keeping our meetings on the second Tuesday of the month. It works out in the sense that that's when the Friends meet, so some of us are here for the Friends, and
I think that's nice to have the two sequential.
As long as I know which day I gotta hurry back from work.
does that seem okay with everyone, the second Tuesday of the month then?
Yeah.
Do we need to vote on that?
No, I don't think so.
Alright.
So each time I saw each of you, the only reason I asked you to put it on the agenda is because each of you had told me second and fourth, and I was confused.
I think on the town website right now it says 4th.
Yeah, I changed everything, I think, back in May, but I wasn't at the June, meeting, and like I said, I've heard different things, so I just want to clarify, which is why it's not posted out further.
So this is,
Does the timing a little later or a little earlier help you or hurt you, or what do you need?
as long as it's between 5:45 and 6, I can get there.
Okay, all right, great, okay, and then, okay, very good.
So then the next meeting, if someone looks at their calendar, will be the second Tuesday in October.
It'll
It's
be October 8th.
October 8th at 6 p.m.
you'd be looking at October 8th, I just want to go down really quick, November 12th and December 10th.
I want to say a big thank you to Wendy for agreeing to clerk the meetings because it's such a big help. Thank you. And that was all we had on old and new business. Is there any other business anybody wants to talk about or any other questions or discussion? No?
I guess it was just, I saw you said there was a new microfilm machine. I don't think I even realized we had microfilm because it's not really advertised.
It's just the old papers, yeah, the Wareham Couriers and the, not these, no. The,
Enterprise.
no, whatever, what are we?
Standard Times?
The current one we
Oh,
have.
Wareham.
Wareham, thank you. So, yeah.
That would be interesting to look at. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how far back we go?
Wareham Courier, we have it all except for a period in the late 20s because they were destroyed in the flood of 38 with the hurricane.
In that case, do we need to entertain a motion to adjourn or would anyone like to make a motion to adjourn?
I can motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Well, I'll third that then. Then we are officially adjourned at
6:30.
6:30. Great.
I like it. Stop.
Like a gavel.
That's the gavel.